Above.
Feels good.
Yeah, I guess I can kind of see where the Resident Evil inspiration comes from. Yeah, like some of the locations and happenings.
Good evening, Sam.
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. It seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. Accept the main order from this...
I have to catch a kangaroo.
Hey, Sam. Since this is your first order involving the capture and the kangaroo is somewhere in the... Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal care. Get close enough to the kangaroo, and it will be a bulky piece of cargo. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains. Bear this in mind when consider... All right.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted.
Oh.
Thank you. What in the world?
Look, a whole bunch of menus.
Oh. We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, no shit, doll man. You know what? Fuck it. No more bike. No more bike. Friendship with bike is over.
Hey, Sam, over there! I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport. All right, time to make our getaway.
Now leaving.
This was marked as a dangerous location on your map. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen. Still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
Oh yeah, this is awesome. That goes fun.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Now, time for 20 weeks. It should be right there.
Ah, you must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
What?
You get booty peps whenever there's cuts in here. Decoy grenade. Cool. Will I ever use it? Probably not. So she can control rain. This new character, her name is Rainy. She can control the rain, and she can also like reverse the rain.
Don't worry about the fire.
Because you know how
Rainy will put it out for us.
the rain is supposed to age. She
Tell me
can
though.
redo
Who
the
is she
effect.
exactly?
It's been about 6 months now since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Very funny.
Whenever I stepped outside, the time fall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the time fall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. So I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother. Hi there. You're safe. But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
There she is! Leave us alone, fucking witch!
Stop it! Oh God!
I'm sorry.
No!
We need to leave right now.
Please!
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainy, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign.
The hoop in the ring, she says.
Come on. We wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold. Come on.
Really? Sam can't give likes though. What the heck?
Thank you. That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now. The kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell.
You're darn tootin'. That's cool.
I still struggle to believe you've done so much for us. How do you do it? I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, Oh, she's so very special to us, and once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy holo. You can trigger it remotely once thrown. It might just save your life if you run afoul of it. Well, we first found her in an area with how wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure. But it's thought this may be a key. So, you can see why our wee girl... It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable one. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release... When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able... That being said, changes in the... causing never-before-seen creatures to appear. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations. Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia... So I've got high expectations for you and your friends.
At my feet.
Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on the... Even a few would make a real...
That's cool.
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHP Magellan.
I can
and
now,
report to the bridge. I'd
like,
like to tell you a little
catch
bit more about
animals
Rainey and her
and
talents.
give it to the animal shelter people.
Order completed. Well done.
I was like, certainly the little wild animals will do something else besides just be in the world.
We owe you one. Till next time.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Whoa. That was close.
That ship with spikes. That's all.
Hey, mine's heavier.
This one's for you. Give me a hand.
Weapons detected. Be advised, technological vendors inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process.
Eve, I can't believe you found this. We double. We have some data that we think you might like. Give it a look. We're upping the amount of material.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This data we've shared with, just toss it somewhere. You can if you use these grenades wisely, you can, if you like the sound of that, enjoy.
Order completed. Well done.
When she's outside, Rainie's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.